I am Yom. I greet you in the love and light of our infinite Creator. It is a privilege to be with you. I am aware of certain things that you wish to know. I am Yom. I will tell you what I know of these things. We are here now, where we are, and we are going to be someplace else at a later time. But both places are one place. Each is possible, each is true. It depends on your awareness. I would suggest that you would observe a bubble at the bottom of a glass of water. It is originally smaller than when it rises to the top. If you take this bubble to an extreme depth, it will flatten to a form that is lenticular. This is because of the extreme differential of pressure. The gradient at the depth is sufficient to cause this formation. The same gradient exists in space. It is responsible for the galactic shape. This pressure is external pressure to the galactic system, causing a lenticular shape. Within the system, there are planetary systems. These systems are within a flattened orbit. This is because that they naturally, due to this pressure, find themselves in one plane of rotation. All galactic systems are lenticular in shape, except for those that are extremely close to other systems. The creation has the property of creating this shape. If there is sufficient freedom of materials in the galactic system, this freedom exists in the bubble at the extreme depth. The situation exists. Now let us consider the cause for the pressure creating the shape. If the gravitational theories that your scientists support were correct, galaxies would be spherical. Sufficient freedom being allowed, they would coalesce into a simple ball. There is a scheme to the creation that provides for separation of systems. There is no inertial expansion of the creation, as many of your scientists believe. There are forces holding all bodies in their position, and forces causing the rotation of those bodies. These forces are external to the bodies. They are not generated within the bodies. They are a property of the great creation in general, and not an interactive force between bodies. Observe the placement of galactic systems with respect to other systems. They are separated by several major diameters or less. At this relatively close proximity, if the gravitational theories were correct, there would be an influence of one system upon the other, creating in a relatively short period a combining of the two systems. It is therefore suggested that your present theories of gravitation are incorrect. Each system of stars exists in a field that has a gradient in the direction of the minor axis. The entire thing becomes a large wheel. Within this wheel, we find many small wheels. These are the planetary systems. They also experience this gradient and therefore are flat, or within the same plane. Although your science is unable to discern the numerous planetary systems within the galaxy, if it could, it would find them all to be oriented so that the planes of their rotations are parallel. And this plane of their rotation is parallel to the major plane of the galactic system, which includes its major diameters. Each planetary system rotates around its central axis. This axis is parallel to the central axis of the galactic system. The entire system rotates around its central axis. All of this was planned. All of it has meaning. All of it has purpose. You are on a system which is relatively close to the outer edge of the galactic system. The angular velocity results in a relatively high linear velocity of your system with respect to the central axis. This linear velocity of your planetary system thereby passes you through much more space than those who dwell near the center of the galactic system. You are moving now from one zone into another due to the rotation of the galaxy. The space traversed by your planet and its system is close to the maximum per unit time that can be appreciated within a system of planets within this galaxy. There is a reason for this. The reason is that your system is in an early stage of evolution, and therefore there must be a long, angular path resulting in, a long arc of experience for your system. If you were dwelling much closer to the center of the galaxy, or at the center of rotation, there would be no progression through space with respect to the central axis of the galaxy. As you experience night and day, the seasons of your year due to rotation, you also experience seasons of spirituality due to rotation. These exist within the rotation of the galactic system. I will return to this instrument another time, for he is becoming fatigued. It is difficult to use control for a long period. It is difficult to translate all that I have to say to an understandable framework for you because of limitations of concepts. But we will continue, and we will attempt to bridge this gap. I am Yom. I leave you in His love and in His light.